Good morning, children. So previously we completed our first chapter of physical science. Now we are going to start the first chapter in chemistry part. That is metals and non-metals. This is actually chapter 4 in your textbook. That is metals and non-metals. So today we will discuss this concept, metals and non-metals. In this metals and non-metals chapter, what we will discuss? First we will learn what is meant by metal. Next we will learn what is meant by non-metal. By considering some differences between metals and non-metals, we will learn what is metal and what is non-metal. So if you observe your surroundings, so many materials you can observe in your surroundings. Does all the materials are made up of same type of a material? No. Suppose if you observe the chair, they are made up of iron. If you observe the buckets in your house, they are made up of plastic. Like that, all the substances what you are using in your day-to-day life, all are made up of different type of materials. To understand clearly, I will say a simple example. You all are know that how many words, English words are there? Sir, what question it is, sir? So many words are there. So many words are there. But if I ask a small question to you, for that all words, take out all the words which are available for you in an English subject. Without 26 alphabets, can anybody say an English word? Not possible. That means how many words are there? All the words are just we are getting from 26 alphabets only. In the same manner, in our universe, with us, so many different type of materials are available. All the materials are preparing by using different type of elements. Different type of elements. So how the alphabets are 26? Like that, in the chemistry, to prepare all the materials, some elements are there. That elements are, up to now, our scientists discovered 118 elements. How many elements? 118 elements. So before going to the chapter of metals and non-metals, you have to be thorough with these elements. What, sir? 118 elements, how to learn, sir? You are feeling like that? According to your 8th class standard, if you learn 1 to 30 elements, 1 to 30 elements. So total 118 elements are there. For that we given a serial number 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So in that 1 to 30 elements, if you learn perfectly, you can feel the chemistry part is somewhat easy. Sir, I can't learn, sir. If you will not learn, nothing will happen, Nana. Without knowing alphabets, any word spelling you can't able to write, and any word also proper usage is also not possible. So how the alphabets are playing an important role in the chemistry part, the elements also playing a very important role. That's why, my dear children, compulsory you have to learn 1 to 30 elements without fail. So number 1, first element is hydrogen. Second one, helium. Third one, lithium. Fourth one, beryllium. Fifth one, boron. Like that. You have to learn 1 to 30 elements. How much you have to learn? Suppose if I ask what is the 14th one, so you have to say silicon, sir. What is the 18th one? You have to say argon, sir. What is the 21st one? You have to say scandium, sir. So very fastly, from top to bottom or bottom to top, in all the random way also you have to learn. Suppose you are sleeping, if I say, get up my child, what is the 13th element? You have to say, sir, aluminum, sir. What is the 9th element? You have to say, sir, fluorine, sir. That much of fastly, it has to be completely in your mind. That much of thoroughly, you have to learn 1 to 30 elements. So I am giving 1 to 30 elements in PPT. Children, please note down 1 to 30 elements. So now I am writing the 1 to 30 elements, some elements on the board. Just observe. Hydrogen. Hydrogen. So every time we can't able to write the name hydrogen like that. Okay. So for this, every time we can't able to write this much of name. To make it into shortcuts, we are writing in place of hydrogen just H. So once again, the element name is what? Element name is what? Hydrogen. But every time we can't able to write hydrogen like that. To make it as a shortcut, we are representing hydrogen as H. This will call it as symbol. This will call it as symbol. One more example we will take. One more element. Helium. Observe carefully. Sir, why you written H, sir? So to remember the hydrogen name, the first letter of an element, they noted as a symbol. So here also if we try to note the first element as a symbol, what you have to write once again? H only. But H is already over for hydrogen. That's why we are taking first two elements He. He. Whenever you are writing with the two alphabets as a symbol, first one you have to write compulsory capital. Next one you have to write small letter. Okay. You have to understand this concept. Next, one more element I want to write as an example. That is sodium. Sodium. So what is the symbol here? Sir, what is sir? Sodium. Symbol yes. So it is wrong, children. It is wrong. In some places, for some elements to write a symbol, they are not using this one. They are using the Latin names. Latin names of the elements. Latin name of the element. The Latin name of sodium is natrium. So here the first two letters are Na. That's why the symbol for sodium is Na. My dear children, very very important. You have to learn 1 to 30 elements. Elements name along with the symbols thoroughly. If you don't know 1 to 30 elements, learning the chemistry part will become very very tough. How much tough means? Learning chemistry is more easier if you learn the elements. If you not learn the elements, learning chemistry is very very tough. How much tough means? You can eat and digest the stones also easier than the learning of chemistry. So that's why concentrate more and more on these elements. Try to learn the elements. Now, what I said, totally how many elements are there? Totally how many elements are there? The totally 118 elements. Totally 118 elements. So these 118 elements are classified into some groups. What are they? Some elements we are calling as metals. Okay, and some elements we are calling as non-metals. And some elements we are calling as metalloids. And some elements are noble gases. Like this, total 118 elements are classified into 4 groups. They are metals, non-metals, metalloids and noble gases. Now our chapter in our 8th class is, we are going to learn about metals and non-metals. Metals and non-metals. What is mean by metal and what is mean by non-metal? One by one we will discuss now. So I will try to give the definition for metals and non-metals. The detailed description of the definition you can learn very perfect definition in the higher classes. In 8th class standard we will learn what is a metal and non-metal. First I will write the definition. The elements having 1, 2, 3 in their outermost shell. 1, 2, 3 electrons in their outermost shell are called metals. Sir, we are not understanding this definition, sir. Because we are not understanding what is this outermost shell and 1, 2, 3 electrons. This is the definition what you are going to learn in higher class. If you go to 9th class, there you will learn about the structure of atom and everything. There you can understand this definition. But for your level, we are giving a small definition. We are giving a small definition of metal, that is the elements which satisfies the following physical properties. The elements which satisfies the following physical and chemical properties. Physical and chemical properties are called metals. So what we are learning? What is the simple definition we are giving? Which elements will satisfy whatever may be the physical and chemical properties. We are going to discuss now that physical and chemical properties. Suppose if the elements will satisfy, we will call it as metal. If not satisfies, we will call it as non-metal. Simple definition. So what are the physical properties, sir? Now we are going to discuss one by one what are the physical properties. Regarding this, don't keep in your mind. Just when you go to higher classes, then you learn this definition clearly. Okay, now up to your 8th class level, what is the elements which satisfies the following physical and chemical properties are called as metals. So total 118 elements are there. In there approximately 92 metals are there. Approximately 92 means metals are more, non-metals are very, very less. Okay. Then we will discuss one by one what are the physical properties of metals. What are the physical properties of metals? So first I will give the physical properties mind map for you. That means how many physical properties we are going to learn. If it is time will permits, I will explain one by one. So first we will discuss the physical properties. The first physical property we are going to discuss is the physical state. Physical state. The physical state of a element or physical state of a metal. The second one is lustrous. So what is meant by lustrous, sir? When we are explaining one by one, we are going to discuss what is meant by lustrous. Third one, we are going to discuss hardness. Fourth one, we are going to discuss melting point and boiling point. Melting point and boiling point. Fifth one, we are going to discuss density. Okay, children? So what are the physical properties we are discussing? What are the physical properties we are discussing? One is physical state, another one is lustrous, another one is hardness, another one is melting point, boiling point, another one is density. Okay, now we will discuss the first one, physical state. So here we will discuss metals this side, and this side we will discuss non-metals. What is the physical state of metals? What is the physical state of metals? So most of the metals are solid in nature. Most of the metals are solid in nature. That means the physical state of a metals are solids. Once again I am saying most of the metals are solid in nature. Example, if we take iron, existing in solid form only. Aluminium, it is also in solid form only. If you observe copper, it is also in solid form only. If you observe zinc, it is also in solid form only. So these all the metals are available in solid form only in the nature. Sir, all the metals are there means why you written mostly, sir? That means some exceptions also there. What are the exceptions of? Some exceptions are there. Means some metals are not existing in solid form. Example, mercury. What is example? Mercury. You all know that what is a mercury. In thermometers we have mercury. That's why this mercury is a metal. This mercury is a metal, but it is in liquid form. It is in which form? Liquid form. One more, gallium. One more is what? Gallium. It is also one of the metal, but it is generally existing in solid form only. But when we are using, easily it will convert into liquid form. Easily it will convert into liquid form. Mercury at room temperature it is existing in liquid form. Gallium at room temperature it is existing in solid form only, but it is very fastly it will converting into liquid form. So these are come under the exceptions which are not in solid state. Otherwise most of the metals are in solid state only. What about the non-metals? What about the non-metals? Non-metals are available in three states. What are the three states? Solid, liquid and gases. So that means they are available in solid state, they are available in liquid state, they are available in gaseous state. Solid state example is carbon and phosphorus. Solid state example, carbon and phosphorus. Liquid state example, bromine. Liquid state example, bromine. Come back to gaseous state. Examples are chlorine gas, oxygen gas, nitrogen gas, excuse me. In solids, carbon and phosphorus. In liquid state, bromine gas. In gaseous state, chlorine, oxygen, nitrogen. But the statement is, most of the non-metals are gaseous in state. Most of the non-metals are gaseous. Approximately 11 non-metals are gaseous in state. And one are liquid and the remaining all are in solid state. So, like this is the physical state of metals and non-metals. Physical state of metals and non-metals. My dear children, tomorrow we will discuss all the physical properties of metals one by one detailedly. So up to now I explained the introduction of metals and non-metals chapter. So the total materials are made up of some elements. That elements are totally 118 are there. So in that 118, the total elements are classified into 4 groups we discussed. In that, what are metals, what are non-metals, and metalloids and noble gases. So now I will give 1 to 30 elements PPTs. Just go through it and note down in your notes. Thank you, children. Children, this is the 1 to 30 elements. Element name, symbol and everything I gave in the notes. Just go through it and write down neatly in your notes. Thank you.